When people live off the wall, they just let life pass away. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, they don't take life day by day. Oh, when you feel your world crumbling down, things get bad for you. And when you need someone, I'll be around.
I'll be there for you.
What's happening to our children? Seems they grow up much too fast. I remember when couldn't catch me out after daylight passed. Oh, now take a look around. It's not the same. Kids they do what they want, and we only have ourselves to blame. Whoa, what I'm trying to say, we got to stop,
Take a
and take a look around.
see what this world is come.
And see what it's got
You gotta
to
change.
and see what it's got to
Take a look around and ask yourself what we have.
Ask yourself.
Change,
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 change, change, change.
Well, tell me your sense of direction, and if it's a plan to help a friend, well, I will be there.
Then let me make a suggestion. Give respect to one another, 'cause you have to understand.
This generation is out of control. And if we could just take a minute to relax your soul.
Well, what I'm trying to say, you gotta stop now.
Look around, see
Take
what
one
this
look
world is
around.
meant to
Change,
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 change.
change.
Stop, take a look around and
Sugar-coated since the womb. Heavy metal in the tomb. Who's hot, who's life, who lied to who? Whole life to lose. Y'all remember Spitfire, them ran through flames. Yeah, them, they ran through hoops. Yellow God and the blue scar, pray on me, sense my on me, it's true. Black teeth with a big smile coming for me, yeah, coming for you. Ooh.
Pretty lady, I just wanna sit and look at you. I'ma lay inside it all day like a baby kangaroo. You got fire in your eyes, ain't afraid to tell the truth. You've been told so many lies, now you're afraid of letting loose. Pretty lady, I just wanna sit and look at you. I'ma lay inside it all day like a baby kangaroo. You got fire in your eyes, ain't afraid to tell the truth. You've been told so many lies, now you're afraid
Southeast Alaska has a kind of permanence to it when you look at the big picture, the mountaintops, the ice fields, the ocean. But when you look at the detail of Southeast, it's easier sometimes to see changes. Hello, I'm Scott Foster, and welcome again to Rain Country. This is Whale Park in downtown Ketchikan. In just a short period of time, some changes are going to be taking place on this part of Southeast's first city that are going to be visible for a long time to come.
This is the Shotridge Studio. It's a cultural center where Sue and I, my wife Sue Shotridge, is a jeweler. She teaches her jewelry to people here in the community. I'm a silversmith. I teach how to make the tools to engrave silver. We bring in well-known carvers and basket weavers to teach here, to teach other people.
Israel Shotridge's Cultural Center is an outgrowth of his work in art that began in the Ketchikan Public Schools. In 1976, he began taking classes at the Totem Heritage Center, and he now earns his living in this competitive field.
I compete against some of the finer carvers in the Northwest here for projects throughout Southeast and Alaska. Yeah, it's very competitive. And I really feel fortunate that I can be able to make a living, be recognized as a quote-unquote master carver, which I'm not totally comfortable with, and I don't think any other carver who's been at it 20 years still don't feel like they really or have mastered their medium. We joke about it because none of us consider ourselves master carvers. The master carvers existed were maybe 300-400 years ago.
Master or not, Shotridge has been involved in more than a dozen totem pole restoration projects, including the Chief Johnson pole, which was raised in Ketchikan in 1989. In 1992, the City of Ketchikan Museum Department commissioned him to replicate one of the town's oldest totem poles.
Well, the original Chief Kyan totem pole was carved somewhere near the turn of the century before or after. And it's one of Ketchikan's first original totem poles, or as far as the Tongass tribe is concerned.
Perhaps because the pole is old, little is known about it. An anthropologist in the 1930s tried unsuccessfully to research its history. Recent efforts have had the same result. However, most seem to think it was a memorial pole carved and erected to honor someone who died. There is general agreement about the figures carved on the pole, but not the stories they represent. At the bottom is the grizzly, or brown bear. The middle figure is the thunderbird, and on top of the pole is the crane. This 28-foot Chief Kyan replica was carved from a very old western red cedar tree. Shotridge was assisted by Edwin DeWitt of Wrangell. The carving took 12 weeks, but the pole will stand in downtown Ketchikan for years.
For the wings.
Watch your wings.
The wings okay down there?
Yes, sir.
There'll be a gentleman who's of the Raven clan who will orchestrate all of this. It won't be of the Eagles because it's an eagle pole. And so ravens are called upon to raise the totem pole, which is tradition.
The pole over to the center of this, about a foot.
there's a broader picture than just the totem carver. And lots of times I'm just participating as the carver, and we have elders in our tribe, and people selected specifically who orchestrate the pole raising, who speak.
I am from the K-Fox Dancers, or from Saxman. I'd like to thank the Tongass people for inviting me up here to participate in, as well as our dance group to participate in the pole raising. It is a good feeling to see something like this raised because it helps support our traditions and our way. I'm going to speak and clink it, and as I go along, my grandson, Willard Jackson, will do the English. Aktuase gogana kish, chayunedi, ha-ish has, kakaktas, krikuhas, akhkani yan. I would like to say thank you to all my ravens, our fathers, uncles, aunts, respected grandparents, in-laws, all people of honor. We'll have to hold tension on that line, but don't pull back on it. Just let the line go up with the pole.
It's more than just me carving a totem pole. I think it represents, you know, the Tlingit people. You know, it's also important that we do it because it's not just a ritual. You know, it's our way of life, and it still continues today. It's not, you know, it's not religion either. It's our culture, and it's really the backbone of our heritage as well. Not, you know, along with the language and the stories and the songs that we, you know, sung and performed while the pole is going up.
Okay, tighten up on the line. One more time.
A little bit more. Good.
I would like to thank the Tongass tribe carver, master carver Israel Shotridge and his able assistant Edwin DeWitt. I appreciate the beautiful work they have done on the family and the tribal pole. It is something like this that will keep our tradition alive, and our culture will never die as long as we keep this up.
Help me find my body. I must have lost it in a hotel. Just call me back and bring me a bottle of whiskey. Searching for get stuck in the blackness of Alaskan night. Low and green stain in the full moon sky. I think I saw you standing there, though I haven't seen your eye. Forget your past mistakes, lay beside a fire for a while, kill the demons who breed in your sleep. Yellow lines on a highway take me back where I belong. Still I haven't seen a single familiar tree. Low into draw coming out from your eye. We may never meet again, but I'll remember who you are. Please understand that I always think of you, but I've lost my eternity. You must have lost yours too.
Just let me get you some night in Alaska, where nights are 6 months long. With time and persistence, I know I could start to melt your resistance and thaw out your heart while northern lights glow and soften. I'll kiss you so often. How can our love go wrong? If I could get you some night in Alaska, where nights are 6 months long. Just let me get you some night in Alaska, where nights are 6 months long. First thing I propose is that you hold me tight, and then we'd rub noses all hours of the night. Penguins and seals to astound us, and no one around us. Your love will soon grow strong. If I could get you some night in Alaska, where nights are 6 months long.
This isn't how it's meant to be. Drowning in pools of tragedy. I must have been a burden. Inside myself I'm burning. This isn't how it's meant to be. Drowning in pools of tragedy. I must have been a burden. Inside myself I'm burning.
Century in, let adventure begin. Little centurion entering in oblivion. Infinite till the end, bit tense everything. Suspense surely is a sensory sin. Take one of your hands, cover up just one of your eyes. This the closest we'll get to predict what it's gonna look like when someone dies. All the data fade away, and you know I'm very slow. 01010 binary code. Interstellar fellas like a light year ago. Been to help the skeleton die tonight, here I go. Hold my energy, at least fed the environment well. Driving alive and not ready, retirement bill. Striving to dive in my bed, be a fire in hell. By then, my friend, expire in health. Humanity's purpose, prepare to be worthless. Can't let our planet resurface. Points of no return, void and no concern. Dust in the wind from that joint you blow. A burn guardian angel, I'm not even faithful. So fly through my window, show yourself. Just another nigga goon, jigaboo spook. Get a clue that I do not go to hell.
This isn't how it's meant to be. Drowning in pools of tragedy. I must have been a burden. Inside myself I'm burning. This isn't how it's meant to be. Drowning in pools of tragedy. I must have been a burden. Inside myself I'm burning.
Burning, someone called the brigade, cause reality is hit and I feel like a slave, my emotions played. I lost my step, my own ways will be my own death. Do I stay, do I go, rock to and fro? My mind keeps on ticking like a metronome. My dome might explode, it just might cascade. An unexpected bang like a hand grenade. Looked her right in the face, gazed dead in her eyes. Thought I recognized true love, but I'm guessing it was a lie. I'm not broken inside, but I thought you were the one. So I gotta push, stay alive. Know the words I describe are too happy or at ease. You keep the truth inside, real close and cry. Your mind will fight and cut deep. I've seen days of torture, gone to court with lawyers, have restraining orders, had peeps pass over, hit a corner, fight for my friends. Had a gun and pointed at my head, have my life dangling by a thread. Shake it off, never wanted that again. Not to my friends, fam, or next kin. Just gotta stay cool and I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win.
This isn't how it's meant to be. Drowning in pools of tragedy. I must have been a burden. Inside myself I'm burning. This isn't how it's meant to be. Drowning in pools of tragedy. I must have been a burden. Inside myself
Klawock is a town of about 900 located on the western side of Prince of Wales Island. This was a traditional village site, and some of the tradition remains today for residents, like Jeff and Rachel Nickerson, who gather and preserve subsistence foods year-round.
Well, today we're going to go out and look for herring spawn on kelp. I think that's probably one of the reasons that people settled in Klawock. There's some that are thin, and we're trying to find some that are thick and that we can pull up. You know, the thicker the better on the kelp. We're just trying to locate them now. This is the area they're spawning in. Yeah.
Just because there's kelp and herring spawn in the area doesn't mean that every throw will be productive.
We're looking for thick eggs, thick spawn on the kelp, herring spawn. So.
And what's wrong with getting it when it isn't so thick?
Less eggs. Doesn't taste as good, you know. It's just the thicker the better. I mean, you know, years ago when I was growing up, never used to have to look around this much for good kelp.
These are thick, but they're
It's a small area, that's why you have to look around so much. There's been a lot of people in here already and have picked a lot of the kelp. Somebody has hemlock branches down here that they're trying to get the herring to spawn on. They try to make it as inconspicuous as possible because someone always comes and takes the branch.
Harvesting the herring eggs simply means breaking off kelp leaves, but there's a right way to do it.
The main thing is, when I was growing up, they told me to leave the bulb like here. See the bulb here? Leave the bulb there and take the kelp down below it, and then you won't hurt it. But if you take the bulb off, then it's going to take longer to grow, and if it does grow back. This is a good spawn. This is nice, pretty thick. This is about the thickest I've seen this year.
A permit is needed to subsistence gather herring eggs. There's a limit of 158 pounds, enough, Nickerson says, to last a year. The herring eggs may be saved for later use by cutting into convenient sizes and freezing, or by pickling in vinegar, soy sauce, Tabasco, and spices. For immediate use, the eggs may be cooked in water with a bit of seal oil.
Let it come to a boil for a couple seconds, you know, with some grease in it, and then just dip the fish eggs in it for a couple seconds, and you don't want it to stay in the water too long, you know, just so it turns this different color green. It'll turn a brighter green. And if you keep it in the water too long, the eggs will turn white and it'll be rubbery.
As far as the way it tastes, you know, it really has a fishy taste to it, and it's. I've seen a lot of people that have tried it, you know, that didn't grow up around here, that moved in to the Kalak area, that have tried it, that didn't care for it, and just like they say, I guess it has an acquired taste.
Herring eggs are just one of the subsistence foods gathered by the Nickersons. As the seasons of the year roll around, so do the other foods.
Okay, here we have plain fish that's packed in jars. Here we have smoked fish, they're both sockeye. And this here is ground fish, which is kohu that we put up. And here is deer meat that is jarred. And down here we have beach asparagus and salmon berries here and smiling berry jam. And here we have a large can of chili con carne without beans.
Even with the canned chili, the Nickersons follow the seasons to gather food, like halibut, seaweed, sea cucumbers, beach asparagus, berries, abalone, salmon, seal, deer, and in the spring, herring eggs.
Definitely fun because you're out on a boat and being out and enjoying the birds, and sometimes you'll see whales or you'll always see sea lions and seals, and so definitely fun, you know, but at the same time we're doing a very necessary part of our life, you know, that's putting away the fish eggs.
Jeff Nickerson is one of many Alaskans affected by conflicts over use of Alaska's resources. He says over the years, population increases and another factor have made it harder to find subsistence foods like herring eggs on kelp.
When I was about 10 years old, that's when they first tried in this area commercially getting fish eggs, and ever since then it hasn't been the same, you know. And I think that has a lot to do with it, and that's why I say, you know, now there's just no telling what this commercial harvest is going to do to our subsistence life here.
Stars of gold on a field of blue, Alaska's flag may it mean to you the blue of the sea, the evening sky, the mountain lakes, and the flowers nearby. The